Welcome back to the High Talk Podcast. I'm your host, DeLorean Guest. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. Once again, as I always say, we appreciate the love. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the page. Speaking of subscribing, we're still trying to reach that goal of reaching 500 subscribers. So keep showing love and subscribing and, showing support because we definitely want to show you guys support back. So today we're going to dive into it. I'm here with the one and only Sean D'Lo.
Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
you feeling? How you
I'm
feeling?
feeling good, man. How are you, man?
Feeling pretty good. Had
Yeah.
probably a little bit too much coffee, but it's getting the vibe right and the energy up.
Yeah.
How you get your day started?
You see, every
I
Monday
know
through
you said you've been
Friday.
up since 5,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, woke up about going on 5. Yeah, 5. Went downstairs, recorded a few demos. Yeah, just been doing my thing.
Wait, recorded a few demos today already?
Yeah, I recorded 2, just 2.
2?
Nothing too crazy, just 2 tracks. Yeah, within the hour.
But for me, I feel
so.
like one would take me a week.
You see,
For real.
it's crazy because a few years ago, before like I got my own studio equipment together, which is like this the reason why I did it. But I used to go to the studio like constantly. Like I was in the studio damn near every day. Like can I like
Absolutely,
okay, cool.
I think you're the first person that ever asked.
I didn't want to come in here disrespecting nobody.
I
but,
appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, you can guess.
But yeah, we used to go to the studio damn near every day, and I'll go in there. I'll be ready though. Like we'll like book like 4 hours, and I'll come out with like 8 to 12 songs. But I realized I was like, damn, bro. I was talking to my homie Drank, so
8 to
random.
12.
I was talking to him. I was like,
Jesus.
damn, bro. I was like, bro, we could have bought like 5 studios with all this studio time we've been buying.
So
I
now
was
you
like-
have your own studio, you said, or your own setup,
Yeah,
or
yeah, I got my own little setup. Yeah.
so now you work. So now you're probably pushing out. I don't know if you guys call it product, or now you're pushing out music like way faster now that you
Yeah.
have your own setup. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely giving me a lot more room to experiment
Mhm.
and like figure out new things that I like. Not just sound wise, but flow wise,
Mhm.
cadence, like all types of things, rhyme schemes and all that stuff. It's definitely giving me space to experiment with that stuff a whole
This is
lot
so
more.
fascinating.
Because,
I love learning so much about stuff I have no idea about because I love music, but the behind the scenes and like the stuff it actually takes to put into a song and making it a great song. It's
yeah.
so I'm about to be smiling all day. All right, but let me get into the questions
For
real quick.
sure.
So could you share how your journey started and what initially inspired you to get into the music industry?
Of course. So I recorded my first song when I was 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably the first time I ever like wrote a song was like I was probably like 8, and that's because I was like super into pop music and
Did you
Justin
say 8?
Bieber and yeah.
Okay, now he just bragging because I was just starting to read intense books when I was 8.
But
And
nah,
you writing music,
because I
what?
was like super into like Jonas Brothers, Justin Bieber, and all that stuff at that moment. You know what I mean? So
I ain't gonna lie.
I kind of low key just ripped one of their songs and just like, you know what I mean? Like added a few new lyrics and switched it up just a little bit. But that was my first song. But like the first song I actually recorded was I was 14, and I recorded it because my older cousins, they were all making music and all that shit. Like
Okay.
early SoundCloud. This
So
is
it's like in the
2014.
family.
Yeah.
Music, I would say, is in the family.
Yeah. So they were making music at that point, and I was listening to their shit. Like I'll probably listen to them more than I'll listen to any industry rappers at that point. And yeah, they had this one of my cousins, which my cousin's friend, but like so close cousins, you know what I'm saying? He had this song called Forever. And that was
Forever?
like my favorite song at the moment. Like I love the beat. I love the way he flowed on that shit. So I was like, yeah. And I was just listening to that all the time. And then one day I was like, I'm about to write something to this. So like I just kind of like I listened to it so much that I knew how the beat went in my head. So like I didn't even need to listen to the beat to write it. I wrote the track, found the beat, and I rapped and I like spit it in my head, went back over. I was like, bet, let's do this. And I recorded it and I put it out. Yo, I was so excited. I was like, dang, like
And this was
y'all
all at
just-
14?
Yeah.
That is so dope. Like
No.
I said, I was just starting to read like intense books at 8, all the way through 14 probably. So writing music, I think that's so dope.
Yeah.
But that just shows like some people are just gifted and born with it.
Mm.
And I mean, of course, people who aren't, stumble their way onto this path, I feel like they still can become as great as the people who are
Right,
just
right.
like destined for it. That's like,
Right.
y'all. The coffee is working, but so is the edible. I'm just saying, I feel so good right now.
Yeah.
All right, so next question I'm gonna jump into. Great response, by the way. You had given me like good
Thank you.
feedback, but what consistently motivates you to strive to be better and improve your craft and like just keep trying to be the best and
I,
like to I guess outdo your last project,
right.
or like what like
I think it's the love of the game.
hmm
Honestly, like that's a simple answer, but I mean that is what it is. Cause I
I mean, but
honestly
yeah,
like I love hip hop. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I absolutely love hip hop. I annoy
I
my
can tell
wife.
starting at like you wrote your first song at 8, right?
Yeah,
You said, or
yeah.
okay, and then 14 is no, you started writing when you were 8 and you wrote your first song at 14. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, just trying to keep up with you because
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
you've been doing that, I guess, your whole life. So I don't know where it started.
yeah.
But yeah, sorry, go back to the question about that.
But
I'm
no,
all over the
yeah,
place.
I just love hip hop so much.
hmm
Like I don't know this genre of music. It's just in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I love everything about it. I love the competitiveness. I love the way you can tell a story, the way you can move somebody, the way you can change somebody's life with a song. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love that so much, and I want to be the best. Like I don't know what it is. It just I want to be that person. I want to be that person that's like at the top. That they like, oh, that's that nigga. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I want to be him.
And I feel
So
like the way you're going and the path you're on, you'll
mhm,
definitely get there. Like,
yeah,
especially like you already said, you have an ear for it since you were young. You were listening to like people in your family, like rap, your cousins and stuff. So I
hmm.
definitely think you got a bright future ahead of you. And I feel
Thank you.
great to get this interview because I'm gonna sell it off once it gets
Yes, sir.
famous.
Yeah,
I'll get you a cut for real, for
I
sure.
always say
But
my next verse is my best verse. You know what I'm saying? It's
mhm,
never always got to top yourself. You know what I mean? Can't move
that's
backwards, move
dope.
forward every time.
Loving the answers for sure, for sure. All right, so next question.
Yeah,
Which artists do you draw inspiration from, if any?
for sure. My favorite artist of all time, J Cole.
J.
I
Cole?
love J Cole.
I don't feel like he gets enough, you know, praise or whatever, but
He
yeah.
gets so much hate. like,
And I don't understand
like
why because I
I don't
don't
get
do
it
a deep
either.
dive into like people's lives. I just listen to the music. So I don't know like if there's some beef going on, but I don't know why he gets so much hate.
I think people just like find him as like a boring artist, which I don't see why. Like I don't like, especially if you listening to like the shit that he been doing recently. Like this
hmm
man can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I'm a huge J Cole fan.
Okay.
Uh, I've been Kendrick and Drake. I know it might be taboo to put them two together, but
hmm
I
Honestly,
like,
I don't because I still love Drake's music. I
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
just because I think he got wiped in this battle, whatever they had. I still love Drake. I'm
Yeah,
not a Drake
I
hater.
mean, like we gotta quit acting like Drake didn't have us on lock. We were like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because I don't care
Like
what nobody say. If baby, you my everything. If that came on in the club, people still
I'm
gonna be
saying, like
bopping their heads
y'all
and
just seen a post on Instagram, and it was like a bunch of Drake songs and features from like oh 09, oh 10. I'm like, this nigga was a machine, bro.
and
Like all of
everybody.
these are
I swear, no matter
classics.
what car was going down the street, it could be the same Drake song I would hear over and over, or a different song. And I'm like, so I don't know why people act like that just because this whole Kendrick and him thing went
Yeah,
down. You
like
gotta still give people their props,
bro is solidified. But them been a huge Nas fan since high school. Nas is the
Okay, you're
guy.
giving me so
Yeah.
many good artists for sure,
Uh
Nas. Okay,
uh Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah.
What you
I
know
feel like
about Wu
Wu-Tang
Tang
can't
Clan?
we gonna we gonna talk about it.
I grew
Honestly, I
up to
pulled up
that.
listening to Only Built for Cuban Links. That's been my shit lately. Like Raekwon, the Chef Man, Ghostface, man, Inspector Deck super slept on. Uh
So I
yeah,
could probably tell like that's a hard question for you to answer when people are like, so who's your favorite rapper or like your
yeah.
top five? Because that's hard for me to even say
It's
and
hard.
how deep you're into music, like you're into it because you
Yeah.
do it. I wonder if that's like super hard for you to
It,
answer.
it's hard. It's definitely hard. Man, because I've been a fan of so many artists. Like I love
I know you're
Hove.
dropping a lot of the greats like right
Yeah,
now, in my opinion.
yeah, Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists, which a lot of young niggas don't fuck with
Okay,
Jay-Z,
I
but
feel
I'm
like I
like,
will rock with
Jay-Z
your
is a fucking
playlist.
hard, that nigga is hard.
hmm
I know this man been talking the craziest shit ever. You probably know what I'm about to say just by me saying
I do. Because I
the
still can't
fucking
lie. I
craziest
love
motherfucker in the
old
world.
Kanye,
Oh my God. Like the
Like,
Graduation is my favorite album of all
listen,
time. Graduation
I
is my
just
favorite album.
I get sad when I talk about Kanye just because I'm like,
Man,
started off rocking with him so hard, but now he's been, like you said, just,
you see,
I don't know.
I was just talking to my boys the other day. I'm like, yo, in my head canon, bro, in my head canon, Donda was his last album, and after that, he just like retired and went to Osaka, Japan, or
Like,
something.
what happens? But because I hate throwing the word crazy out there because it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
mental health awareness month, just to put that out there.
Mm,
So I'm like, I know he's dealing with some stuff, so I don't want to just slap the word crazy, but
right,
he's
right.
been saying some off the wall stuff, and I'm just
Super
like,
off the wall, and
what?
it is.
But I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie, I still be listening to Kanye,
yeah, for sure. Like I
especially
said,
like,
my project that I'm about to drop soon was super inspired by
wait,
graduation.
don't
Well,
be trying to jump into my next question. It's like you a psychic. I'm telling you, Leos be knowing stuff because my dad be on the phone and he be like just talking. I'm like, I had that question lined up and you just
yeah,
went
yeah.
ahead and answered it for me. Okay. So yeah, but all right, I might as well jump into the next
Yeah,
question
let's
now.
do it.
So basically, I was just gonna ask you if you could provide some insight into your upcoming progress, which is
Mhm.
called Egress.
Egress 2, yep.
Egress 2, yep. Launching on May 21st.
Mhm.
And could you give us a little bit of the inspiration behind it?
Yes. So where I got the title of Egress, you see, I'm a nerd. we gonna find
Well,
this
he
out
said
later.
it. I mean, I'm a Marvel nerd for sure, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Man, so Adventure Time is like one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Okay.
There's an episode, and I think season 7 or 8, called Hall of Egress. And in it, Finn is like stuck in this cave, and he like kind of had to accept where he was at in life, and like kind of let go of certain things, certain baggage and all that
Hmm.
stuff in order to get out of this cave. Um, and that episode moved me so much when I was like 17, 16, 17, when I first seen it. It moved me so much. And where I was personally at that point is I was going through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean, like depression wise,
Hmm.
relationship wise, everything. Like I was just going through a lot of stuff at that moment.
As we all do,
And
but we just don't be
mhm,
talking about it, which we
yeah,
need to more.
we do
Sorry, my bad.
definitely.
I had to just touch on that, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, so like basically what I did at that moment is like made like the most personal project I ever did. Like I just put all of myself into this project and it paid off because a lot of people were like, yo, this is the hardest shit you ever made.
Hmm.
And when and I felt like at that point when I made it, it was like um me moving from one stage of my career, egressing from one stage of my career to the
Hmm.
next. So when I came to calling this project, because initially I was working on a project and I think it was going to be called Bliss or something like that.
List.
Yeah. And I was talking to my homies and they was like, yo, Egress was crazy. And like we just got to talking about like what that was for me. And I was like, yo, and I was like, I feel like I'm in a similar space, not mentally, but like where I'm at with elevating and pushing my artistry. And I
Hmm.
felt like I was in a similar place to where I was right then. So I was like, you know what? Like, let's call this Egress 2. Like, let's strip this thing back down damn near to the bare bones. I only kept like maybe 1 or 2 songs that I had before, and I just like rebuilt the whole thing back up. So yeah, that's where that came from. And yeah, musically was definitely inspired by a lot of uh old Kanye. I was listening to the college series crazy at
Okay.
that moment. Um and old J. Cole. So I was listening to Friday Night Lights a lot at that moment. And
Okay.
the off or not the off season, the warm up and Friday Night Lights. Those were like that was my playlist at that time. That's what I was going through, spinning, cycling, and that's what was like pushing me in the way I was developing this project. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I knew, and even just like getting to know you, I knew when I had this question queued up that there was going to be some like reasoning behind the title. Like it wasn't just gonna
Hmm.
be like, oh, because I like the word. And you
Yeah,
went back
yeah,
to
yeah,
like when you were 17, you remembered an episode. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Mm.
this man is deep. Like, whoa, I was not expecting that good of an answer. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't even know what to say next.
I
Oh yeah,
appreciate
but
that.
that's dope for real. Cause I'm
Thank
like,
you.
some people just stumble across them like, oh, I like the way that sound. And that's enough if that's what it is.
Right,
But
right.
I love when there's like a story behind why you chose something. And
Hmm.
I was not expecting that. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this man got some deep. I'm like, I'm over here crying. I'm just kidding. All right, so how would you characterize your journey so far? Like, and what are some significant sorry, this cough job. Saying S words with anything in my mouth is
Yeah,
like so hard. And what are some significant lessons you learned so far?
for sure.
Like, has it been kind of rocky? Has it been just like smooth sailing so far? Like, have you had some hiccups or like
A lot of hiccups.
hmm
I think it's been a super rocky journey, but I mean, God built a soldier, so
listen, and
yeah,
I'll be trying not to get into the sorry to keep jumping all over the place. I
yeah.
think I
No,
have
you're fine.
ADHD, y'all, but I'll be trying to not always get into my holy bag, as my friends say, because they be like, how do you stay so positive and like get through people just saying rude shit to you and like being just negative? And I'm like, I don't know, I just give it all to God. I will literally pray whenever I'm feeling angry or stressed out, and I get pissed off a lot
Mhm.
or just annoyed. So I'll even count to 10, and while I'm counting to 10, I'll be saying a little prayer that my mom taught me, and it brings me back down. So when you say God build a soldier,
Mhm.
listen, every day I try and wake up and be like, how could I be of service or like what good could I do, even though it's a struggle. Oh, it's a struggle with some of
Yeah.
these people out here, but
I
yes,
mean,
I'm such like my faith is strong.
for
So yeah,
sure. I mean, I mean,
sorry.
I mean, because like m- my whole life has been like, you know what I mean? Like it's been filled with a lot of pain. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, and I'm not trying to get like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, because I was like,
like,
I ain't got no tissue.
but yeah, without going too deep into that now, like,
Go as
yeah,
deep as you want. I mean,
I
it's your truth.
yeah, I mean, like my dad passed when I was 9.
Okay,
My
damn.
my grandma, first person I knew to
Shit, I
see
got
go
sick.
away, she passed when I was 6. No, I was 5.
hmm
Um, so yeah, like, and then like on top of that, like, yo, I need more than 2 hands to count how many people that I know that have
Oh my
passed away.
gosh. Ugh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, from both
Sorry to hear
natural,
that, but
no, thank you. From violence, natural causes, whatever. Like, it's a whole smorgasbord. You know what I'm saying? It's a
hmm
lot of people. Um, but yeah, I mean, like, God saves his toughest battles for his toughest soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So,
I agree.
yeah,
Yes.
I
Amen.
feel like, yeah, like I've been through a lot, but you know what I mean. I'm still thugging. I'm still standing. So,
I was just about to say that, like, I respect, because I mean, I've dealt with death, but it's always been like someone who was like super older who I didn't really grow up with or know that well. And I
mhm.
mean, they may have been like cousins of the
Right,
family,
right,
but
right,
I didn't really know them that well. So, of
right,
course,
and it
I'd be
doesn't.
sad because my parents would be sad, but I've never had to experience, thank God, not just yet, like a deep loss as far as like a parent or
Mhm,
even a sibling or just even a close cousin. I've never
mhm,
had to deal with that just yet. But so whenever I hear people have and they like push through, especially someone like as heavy as a dad, and like you said, your
mhm.
grandmother,
Yeah,
because my grandma's my best friend. Been baking with her since I was 6 years old. She's my inspiration to want to be a pastry chef. That is
yeah,
we gossip on the phone all the time. That's my
yeah.
best friend, long story short. But so to hear that somebody has experienced that loss and they still keep going, it's like, I don't know. It just I feed off that because I'm like that's strength for sure. And I hate to say it, but it definitely puts things into perspective. From
Oh
like
yeah.
if it does happen, I know I can get through it because I'm like,
Mhm.
you're sitting here, you're still, as far as I know, doing good, still trying to do your best you can do in this industry and as a person, I'm sure. But
Right, right, right.
I don't know. That speaks to my soul. Sorry to
Mhm.
get too deep, but
No, of course.
because I don't know. That's pain. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you
Mm.
said, you're still thugging, still pushing. So
10 toes.
I
Yeah.
respect that so much. Like so, like as far as your support system, would you say you have a strong support system and like people to like actually push you and like fight for you, like while you're doing this, like your thing?
Um, my wife is she's one of the dopest people I know.
hmm
She
Shout out to wife.
yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Big shout out, but yeah, she's one of the dopest people I know. So a little background. I met her, I was 21, she was 18.
Okay.
Uh I didn't
Not
even
too
know.
bad. Not too
Yeah, I
bad.
didn't even know she was still in high school at the point. But like she was 18, she was still in high school. But because we were working at the same job and it's like an AM job. Always worked first shift. So
Okay.
yeah,
I
we
know
were
Mr.
working in that.
5 in the morning today. Like, what?
we
Just, you must be just a morning person. Are you?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
mean, not a little bit of both. I can do the late nights too. I do the late nights every weekend. But yeah,
like I've been in the food industry for like the last, I would say 10, 11 years. So I'm
uh,
used to being like bartending and bar manager and stuff. So I would be there till like 3 in the morning.
mm,
So I'll be going to bed till like 6, and that's still my
yeah.
schedule. So
The past few weekends on Saturday, I've gone to sleep at like 4 or 5.
mhm.
Like just cause like I'll be up recording still. But yeah,
See, but you
yeah.
being
When
responsible, like, and you doing like craft, like your artistry. I'm out here in the streets at the bar staggering around. Can't even
Nah,
tell you
I
what
done had
happened
them
tonight.
nights, man. I
Like,
done
what
had them
happened to you
nights for
last night?
sure.
I don't even know. I was too drunk. But
But
so that I respect. But
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, she make a long story short, I had a performance out in Kent, Ohio.
Okay.
And I was telling her about it. I was like, yeah, me and my homie Dada, Khalil, which I love him. He's a great artist too. I wish he
You
would like
said who?
push
Say that
hard.
one more time.
His name is Khalil. He got
Khalil. Shout out to
artist
Khalil.
name is Casey, K-A$I.
Okay.
He's such a talented singer. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with you. And I'm telling her, I was like, yeah, we about to get on the road Saturday and go to Kent. I got a show out there. She was like, I'm coming. I was like, you sure? She was like, yeah, I'm coming. And this is like a few weeks after we met.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, and sure enough, she hopped in the car. We drove
Yeah,
two
she's
hours out to
down from the
Kent,
start.
did
I like
that, and
that.
yeah, but she's always been very supportive of me and my work. So like, whenever I do got a show that's out of town or whatever, like she's like, yeah, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I'm about to head to New York tomorrow. I'm about to hop on the fly. I'll be in New York for the weekend. Yeah, doing some stuff out
Wait,
there. I got
this
a
upcoming
show.
weekend you're about to be in New York?
Yeah, tomorrow morning at 6, I'm hopping on
Dang,
the
I should have
plane.
got a ticket. We could have shot this
We
episode.
could have, man.
I mean, it would have been a different setup, and I would have to fly Rizzo out, but I don't think he that busy. I mean, I'm sure he is busy, but
We a bar
jeez.
hop out there and everything,
I was
man.
like,
Do our
whoa, I haven't been to New York
thing.
City since I was like maybe 13.
See, this is my first time.
Is it?
Yeah,
Please try and have as much fun as you can. I know you're going to do some work and stuff, but try and do a little sightseeing,
for
eat some
sure.
good food if you can. Like,
Oh man. So ever since I was a kid, two things that I've always loved since I was a kid: Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles. Both of those characters are from New York. So I always wanted to go to New York.
that was gonna be a question I was gonna
Always-
ask, but I wasn't sure if you were into Marvel. I was gonna say, who's your favorite Marvel character? But I didn't even put that on here because I'll be trying not to have Marvel questions in all my interviews,
Man,
but
you
I
could
love Marvel.
Listen, we could go about Marvel.
Like honestly, all day. Like I could have did a whole interview just based on Marvel,
Yeah.
from characters, storylines, plot twists. But yeah,
Mm.
anyway. But you said New York City. How long you gonna be out there?
Just for the weekend.
Okay.
I'll be back home Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday afternoon I'll be back home.
Just going. Are you just going for business, or are you going to visit some people, or like
Pretty much just business. Yeah,
business?
I'm
Okay.
going out there, doing a show out there. I have a studio session booked out
I
there,
think that's
which
so dope.
yeah, which I honestly don't need to go to the studio out there, but I'm like, yo, like I can meet anybody in the studio out
That's
there.
what I was
Like,
saying,
so
why
I was like,
not?
yeah, let me book a studio session, like book an hour or two.
Hmm.
Who's it gonna hurt? So yeah,
I
doing
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so let me jump back into the questions.
sir.
But I could talk and get all over the place. All right, so what are some of your goals in the music industry that you are still pursuing and trying to reach?
Mhm. So that's a great question because every morning I just started this past week, right?
Hmm.
I was reading this book called Shift into a Higher Gear, and it made me like want to like get a journal to like keep like
I wonder if that's on Audible because I love reading
it
just like
probably is on
inspirational,
Audible,
motivational
yeah.
things. Yeah.
But it made me want to get like a journal, like just journal random thoughts and stuff in my mind. But I've been like writing affirmations and manifestations every day in it, like
They say
write
if
the
you
same
write it
exact
down,
the same exact thing every day. But like I write it every day and recite it to myself every day.
that's crazy. My mom literally was just telling me, baby, just start writing stuff down because
Yeah.
I'm a stoner and I'm forgetful. But also, like you said, aspirations and things like that, write things down that you want to happen for you or you want to come to life. And I'm like, okay, I should. And
Mhm.
it's funny because you're saying that right now. My mom literally just said that, I would say like probably 3-4
You
days
see,
ago.
I think stuff like that happens for a reason. Like,
I know, and
I
I'm
think
just
stuff
like,
like
it
that
just
happens.
smacked me in the
Like,
face. Like, yeah,
yeah,
mom was right. I should probably start writing stuff down. But I like that
yeah.
process.
So the things I've been writing in there are every day I'm writing, I will become one of the biggest hip hop rap stars of all time.
You better speak it into
I,
existence.
I write that I will make $1 million off of this. I write that I will change my own, my son, my wife, my family, my mom's, all of their lives with my music. I
Shout
write
out to
that
the family.
exactly. Yeah. I write that I will win a Grammy from my work.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
those are
can you
things
write
that
that DeLorean or D-Lo? Because D-Lo is actually my nickname.
really
People call me D-Lo
D-Lo and
since
D-Lo.
for years. It's crazy because my name is
Mhm.
DeLoRean. So people just cut it straight to DELO, D-Lo. And I'm like, okay, so that's been my name. So when I saw, I'm like, Sean D-Lo, that's my cousin,
For
spiritually.
sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
We
so
gonna be at the next
can
family
you
reunion
write
getting turned.
that D-Lo will be with me at the Grammys?
I definitely will.
Doing
Hey,
the interview for you on the red
for
carpet?
sure.
Like,
Hey, that's going in the book. I
I'm
promise it's
like,
going in the
so
book. Like I guarantee you
that
it's
would
going
be
in the
a
book.
dream come true to be able to interview so many people like that. Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
At that kind of venue? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Even at the Met Gala, we're gonna be there too. We're gonna be at the Met Gala one day.
Listen, all of this I'm writing. I promise. I don't break promises.
Because I
I'm
see
writing all
it,
this in my
even
book.
after just like getting into your music just this week, I'm like, you are really good, and I can't wait for this new project to drop because I know I'm a new fan, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna jump onto this project. Like,
I appreciate
it's
that.
life or death for sure. Because I've been getting introduced to so much new music since I've started this journey as a podcast host. So it's been real good, and it's
Yeah.
been like I don't gotta just keep listening to Cowboy Carter because I get into something and I like it and I listen to it over and over again. So it's just been Cowboy Carter, Doechii,
Mm,
Cardi B.
mm,
I feel like the baby. I listen to him a
yeah.
lot, whatever. Because I've just been like on some turn up stuff because it's
Yeah.
summer now. So,
Speaking of
but now I
Cardi, I
have.
need her to drop something, man. That
It's.
Invasion of Privacy was a
She
great
said
album.
it's
Like,
coming, but she keeps saying that, and she just got back with what's that guy's name? Who was dating Megan Thee Stallion for a minute?
who
Party.
Party?
Fun.
Partisan Fontaine, whatever.
I
Yeah.
was like, I cannot say that sound like Spanish to me. But yeah, that guy. So yeah, I think she's got some good stuff coming. So hopefully we
Hopefully,
don't gotta
man.
wait too long. All right. Let me get back to it because we got some
Yeah.
fun, like quick fire round questions, which I want to get into.
Yes, sir.
All right. What key advice would you offer to an aspiring artist to help them build their confidence and, like keep pushing forward? Because we all know there's can
Yeah.
be some hiccups when you first start out, enough
For
to make
sure.
somebody want to give up. But
People gonna talk.
mhm.
People are gonna talk. So you gotta learn how to develop that thick skin. Because you know what I'm saying?
And that's in anything you do in life, for real.
Anything. Like, if you got a dream, like, the main thing that you need to do is just, like, stick to that dream because, like, yo, like, there are going to be so many other people that are going to be, like, downing you for having a dream or whatever, whatever. And that's because, like, they've already settled into their mind that, like, certain dreams are just going to be, like, very hard to attain. So they figure, why try it all where I can settle into something that's more secure and make a reasonable amount, you know what I mean? Like, handle my business that I actually need to handle and be good. So, you know what I mean? There are a lot of people in this world like that. But, like, for us, we're dreamers, you know what I'm saying? And you got to push. I mean, because people are going to, like, automatically see that and, like, yo, that's far-fetched. Like, you can't do that.
Right.
But, like, I mean, they said the same thing to Kanye. They said the same thing to Kendrick Lamar, to whoever you name them. They done said the same things to him, and still are saying the same things now that
Right.
they've made it. So you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna talk, people are gonna hate. What you need to do is, like, filter out this person is obviously just talking shit and hating to the people that are, like, genuinely giving you some type of legit creative constructive criticism. You know what I mean? If it's, like, genuine criticisms, you can listen to that. Don't take it to heart, but listen to it and try to apply it and
Which
see
is a
what
lesson
they
in
mean.
itself to not try and take it so personal, into heart. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because you're giving some good advice for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, just, like, kind of, like, filter that out. And also get you a good team around you. Like, people that'll genuinely, like, tell you what it is. Like, I got plenty of records that I'll be like, I'll show somebody, I'm like, yo, I like this, but I don't know if I'm liking it. And I'll show it to one of my boys and they like, yeah, you need to change that cadence, or, like, yo, change this a little bit or whatever, Get you a team of people around you like that. And whatever you're doing, like, if you're a writer, you know what I mean? Get somebody that's willing to read your script or go over that for you. Like, if you're...
And like you said, who's going to be genuine and honest. And like, So, but how do you like, because I get exactly all that, but sometimes I feel like people don't know how to sift that out or like cipher like between who's actually being genuine. So for you, like, say for instance, you meet a new person and they're like trying to critique your music or like they're wanting to collab with you. Is it like the time you spend with this person or is it an energy you just go off of? Or like, how do you cipher like when somebody's being genuine or if they're like just trying to
Hmm.
tear you down or like trash your stuff basically, or, like trying to dim
Yeah,
your light or your confidence?
I think I think it's a little bit of everything. Like
Hmm.
energies are definitely like a thing you
I'm
gotta
really
pay
big on
attention to
energy.
for sure. You gotta
Yeah.
pay attention to like the energy, the vibes you getting from somebody because if the vibes ain't right, then you can probably listen to what they say and then like
It ain't gonna hit the
yeah,
same as it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you got to be in tune, y'all, and you got to
for
like be able
sure.
to like.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah. Longevity definitely can play a part. Like if you've known somebody your sandbox, then you know what I'm saying. You can probably trust some stuff that they telling you.
Right.
Like they don't stand to benefit nothing from like riding you or nothing. So you know what I mean. Like yeah. But also just like kind of listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? Like hear them out. Hear what they're saying. Again, like I said, never take anything to heart. But just hear what people are saying and like see if you can like understand what they're saying. Like, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? If you hearing what they saying, it just sounds like a bunch of bullshit to you. It's
They're
probably a
not
bunch of
making
bullshit.
sense.
It's probably a bunch of bullshit. But like if you can hear it and they like for instance, if I wrote a script or whatever and they like, yo, that's not how people talk. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I'm reading the script back and like I got them talking like super proper and all that stuff. I'm like, you probably right. I probably should have fixed that, you know what I'm saying? But like,
And it's crazy because sometimes when I'm coming up with the questions, I'm like, I want to sound super educated, but
yeah,
also
yeah,
I
yeah.
want it to feel authentic.
Yeah.
And like, there's some words that I just don't use in my everyday vocabulary, which I understand what they mean, and I
Right, right,
get when
right.
somebody uses them towards me. But I'm like, I don't really talk like that. I'm just like a down to earth kind of person,
You
you
see?
know?
Same,
And
yeah.
I'm like, and it also matters to me based on the atmosphere and like wherever I am. Like if I'm at a freaking nice, fancy, high tide dinner and I'm walking around with suits and stuff and everybody looks fancy, of course my vocabulary is going to be a little more
Hmm.
sharp and,
Of course.
refined. But
Yeah. You
on
gotta
the High
adapt.
Talk podcast, I'm like, I'm just trying to be chill. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You
But,
gotta adapt. And
you
we the
know,
best at that. We the best at that. As
because I'm
our
like, you have
people.
to be a chameleon and
Yeah.
you have to be able to switch it up in certain rooms
Yeah.
and be able to fit into those rooms. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, our people definitely are the best at learning how to adapt and yeah, being a chameleon, being able to shift. You know what I mean, a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right to fit
Hmm.
in certain conversations and rooms because there are a lot of rooms that like we're automatically look differently in. You know what I mean? That's just the state of the world. It's
And
ass, it's
that's just
stupid, but
facts.
that's it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So you know what I mean? Yeah,
And I don't want to get too much into it, but I swear to God, we all know I'm a little different. If you know, I got a little twist to me. But whenever I go into a room, before people know that I'm part of the LGBT community, I'll be getting so many looks and they be looking like the girls, women be clutching their purses, but the moment I open my mouth, they be like, oh, hey. And they be
mm-hmm.
like trying to be more friendly with me, which is still not okay. But so I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy that
Like yeah,
until they know that I'm gay, they're just like, let me clutch my purse.
yeah,
Cause I'm like, I could still be gay and
yeah.
still be trying to get your purse.
Right, because it's
Like,
crazy because people
it's
assume
just
characters both ways. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
So I'm like, basically, I just like, don't stereotype me, don't box me in. Let me be DeLorean Marquis Guest, aka D-Lo. Just let me live and let me be a good person.
Yeah,
Cause that's all I'm trying to be is good person, give good energy and love.
yeah. I mean, like, cause I
But
definitely
yeah.
had that experience. Like, I mean, cause like the way I dress, like,
Hmm.
I think I dress
Which is
like
another
pretty
thing. Stop.
urban. You
I
know what I'm
hate
saying?
that
Like,
so much.
yeah, and like people will like see the way I'm dressed and automatically start assuming things like, oh,
Hmm.
okay. And then like people will like get to talking to me. And they're like, oh, like okay,
Cause
like
that's crazy. People are so quick to judge, but then when they actually get to know you, they're like, damn.
yeah,
And I bet I don't even think some of them think about it or reflect on that, but I've done that before to people. Be
sure,
like, this boy look crazy, or this person, whatever. And then
yeah,
I get to know them. I'm like, damn, they smart as fuck, they passionate. But just because they don't spend their money on name brand clothes and they ain't out here shopping all the time, it just thrift shopping. I'm just like, that was wrong for me to judge that person. I ain't gonna say their names because we're cool now. But I felt so bad because I'm like, what are you wearing? Like, and I knew he came for money, but he had like shoes with the holes in it. He just didn't care about that kind of stuff because he'd rather be going on trips and seeing the world, and that's what he did. But he never told nobody because he didn't brag about it. But
If you watch him, bro, it's all love with you and D-Lo.
it is for sure. He know what it is because I'll be like, I apologize to this day. He was like, I told you it's all good because I'm so honest.
Yeah.
I'm so honest. I was telling somebody, yeah, I judged you wrong before I met you, but
Uh-huh.
all right. Great ass answers. I'm loving it. I could ramble and I'm sorry because there's
I'm
so
the
many things
same.
that you keep hitting on, and I'm like, I want to jump into that, but I don't want to cut you off yet. Then I'm like, so I'm just
Yeah.
like all over the place, but got to keep track of time, y'all, and try and get through these quick fire round questions, and then
Yes,
my
sir. Let's
favorite
do it.
segment, which is what's in the bag,
What's in
because
the
I
bag?
love going to y'all bags, see what's in there, running up in the bags. All right, so the first
Yes, sir.
first quick fire round question, which is fun and light. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Ooh, weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Huh.
It could be a
Probably
combo of stuff, something
it,
weird,
it,
or
it probably ain't too weird. A lot of people eat calamari. I tried
I
calamari
love
not too long.
calamari.
Oh my god, I didn't like it.
You
It
didn't?
was way too rubbery for me.
See,
Yeah,
I love the texture. I love the fishiness.
yeah.
I love it with
But you see, I might not have liked it. It was at I can't even think of what the plate, K-pot or something like that, and like they bring the meat to your table and you just like cook it yourself or whatever. But
I've
yeah,
never
they had
had
like
something like that,
this.
but that sounds dope.
Yeah, it is though. But like they had this spicy calamari, and I tried it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. But maybe it was just because it like the seasoning or whatever. I don't know. I'm open to trying it again. So
I
yeah.
can't say, yeah, calamari can be sometimes too rubbery, especially if it's cooked, but I also had it once and I'm definitely allergic to shellfish, and I think they
Mm.
cooked it in the same grease, so it made my throat
Ooh,
start itching. So after that, I never tried it again, and that was like
I dig
years
that
ago. But all right, so you said caviar?
calamari.
Or calamari? Because I was gonna say, I don't know why I said I love caviar when you said calamari. Don't do drugs, y'all. Unless it makes you feel good, because right now I feel so just relaxed. My knees ain't hurting. All right, DeLorean, focus. See, y'all distracted me. All right, if you could have a personal mascot, what would it be?
Oh, that's the lion.
Wait, I wish I could get a little close up on it. And I love that chain, by the way.
Thank you so much.
I
Yeah,
love that chain.
thank you.
24 D-Lo.
Yeah,
Look, we got a chain. I'm just
we do.
kidding. We D-Lo. I spell mine different, D-E-L-O.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that'll be definitely to tell apart from us. But
Mm.
that is so dope.
D-Lo and D-Lo.
That is so dope. So that would be our mascot. What is that exactly? Is that?
It's just a lion because Leo, he's a lion.
Oh, it is an actual lion just
Yeah,
dressed in clothes.
yeah, he's just a.
Did you
Yeah,
come up with that?
I did. Yeah, I drew it
So
and
you have
everything.
merch as well, or do you do clothes or shirts or?
I've been trying to get into the merch game. Yeah, I
Okay.
want to get the merch popping
Mhm.
off crazy for sure.
Because I'll
But I
definitely
haven't.
support.
Mhm.
I love clothes. I love cutting shit up and just being
I
like
dig that.
different and weird. All right. What's your go-to dance move when no one's watching? Because I think I saw something on your page saying it was like a post you posted on when it was called Twitter saying nobody can get at me with the dance moves because I just be, and there was an emoji of the dancing guy. I
Yeah.
think you posted something like that. Yeah. So I was like, what's the dance move when nobody's watching?
Probably damn what the niggas in New York call that little shit, the little shit that look like the can or whatever. Vogue, it look like they be voguing or whatever. That little shit.
Damn, what? Is that like a new trend or has it been around for a
Nah,
while?
they've been doing it for a while in like the drill scene in New York.
Mhm.
Little shit where they be driving and popping back. I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, so you're really into dancing?
Not for real.
Not for real. I was thinking because you just took a little drop back.
Nah,
Like that sounds like a whole routine. I need a four count.
I'll just
1,
be
2, 3, 4, 1.
yeah.
I'm like, because I actually used to teach some dance classes
Word.
back in the day a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's such a vibe.
Mm.
You really into dancing? No, not really.
I'll just be having fun, man. I got this one music video way back in the day where I like just accidentally hit like one of the coldest dance. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just moving.
So you just be feeling
I
it.
was like, oh, okay.
And going natural
I
with
watched
it. And
that back
that's
in the
when the
video. I was
best
like,
stuff
yo, that was
happens.
hard.
Like, I don't need to rehearse. It's just going to
Yeah.
happen. Trust me. All right. Well, if you could rename any everyday object, what would you call it? And what object would it be that you would rename? Like just anything in the world.
I don't
whether
know.
it's a building or
I don't know what I would call it, but I would rename oranges because it annoys me. It
wait, did you
annoys
say
me that like
oranges?
yes,
Like the fruit.
yeah,
Orange is my favorite color, but go ahead.
yeah, and like that is it's just because like that's the only fruit that's like the same as the color. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because you don't call a banana yellow. Like,
Yeah,
let me
you
get
don't
that
call
yellow.
bananas yellow or lemons yellows. You don't call an apple reds or anything like that. So why are oranges oranges? I don't know, but that's I don't know.
That's true. You do have like a different variety of apples too, like your Granny Smiths, and then
Mm.
you have your
Or
apple
yeah,
crisps and
or like strawberries. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
that's funny
It's
because
like a
I
stupid pet
never
peeve of
thought
mine.
about that. And I'm like, damn, orange is the only because you don't call a kiwi brown. Like,
Yeah,
damn. I wonder if that's where they got the name from, just because it grew and it was orange.
probably.
I mean, that's simple, but
They probably got lazy that day.
I never thought about that. But that's so funny.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, why oranges? But now I'm about to be sitting at the movies when I go today and be like, why are oranges called oranges? Instead of watching my Marvel movie, I'm about to go see the Thunderbolts. I'm so excited.
Ooh, you haven't seen it yet?
So,
Oh, I ain't gonna
you
say
have?
nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You've seen it?
I seen it.
See, I wanted to go opening night, but I'm
Yeah.
sick of waiting for my friends. I hope you watch this episode because they be
Yeah.
slowing me down. I love going opening night to the movies, getting my popcorn, my little big ass bottle of water. But
See, yeah, that's how I was. Yeah, yeah. I always take my water bottle from her. Yo, don't pay for
even Sinners,
You can pay
I
for one or
avoided.
the other. Don't pay for both.
What do you mean?
Don't pay for both a drink at the movie theater and a fucking popcorn. Like, yo, they be. I'll
Wait.
take my water bottle in every time I go to the theater.
Well, they
yo.
told me actually just recently at the Phoenix that I could start bringing mine. So I'm
Really?
definitely gonna start taking my
Yeah.
water bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just take my water bottle in and
I would
yeah,
say you
buy a
got
popcorn
some
when I'm in
hacks
there.
for me, like, cause my
Man,
I
see,
ain't gonna even put him on blast. I almost did. Like he's really good at taking stuff into the movies without
Yeah.
them knowing. But
see
gotta have
how I do it
pockets.
right. If it's a cold day, I'm honestly just gonna like have my have it like tucked in my hoodie
Right.
pocket.
That's
But
why I
like
love the winter
a
because you
lot
got
of
the big
times,
coats.
yeah, a lot of times like I'll just like because like it'd be cold in the theater. So you know what I'm saying? Like they not gonna suspect you if you bring it in like a jacket on the side or whatever, or a blanket on the
true.
side. So I'll just wrap it up in the blanket or the jacket. Like I done took Chipotle in there.
Okay.
I done took a
Whoa.
Wendy's biggie bag in there. I done
What?
took a box of Cheez-Its into
See, I'm always nervous not to get caught because I am not smooth at anything. One time
Yeah.
I was trying to sneak some candy in and fell out my pocket while I was trying to get my wallet out. And I'm just like, I got caught. Let me get some Twizzlers. Let me get some Twizzlers also so I can eat with my candy that I snuck in. But so I'm always scared of big stuff. But like if it's something small I can fit in my pockets, yeah.
Yeah.
But you said Chipotle,
Yeah.
my heart would have been racing even if you was carrying it. I'd have been we about to get caught. But what are they gonna do? You think they will take it from us? Like if you actually got caught with some
So
Chipotle, do you think they'd be like, yeah, you gotta leave
like
it
in the
out here?
auditorium or like
Yeah, like if you about to go into the movie and they catch you with it, you think they really take it from you after you bought your tickets and
I
everything?
don't think they gonna. I think they just gonna have to. It is what it is at that point. Like
Because I'll be so chill. I'm like, I ain't trying to mess nobody's experience. If I worked at the movie theaters and caught somebody with some, she said a biggie bag or some Chipotle, I'll be like, you good this time, but try and keep
Yeah.
it low. You know?
my thing is like, dog, if you're not causing no distraction, do you?
I know, and that's the thing. You gotta be chill and keep it cool. All right, if you could wear only one color for the rest of your life, what color would that be?
Purple.
Purple?
Love the color
You know,
purple.
purple is the color of royalty, right?
Yeah.
My dad's favorite. Damn Leos, lions! I tell you, my dad's favorite color since I've known him, since I was a kid, is purple.
Mhm.
Like since I've known him.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, that did not come out right. Like, yeah, I just met my dad. Known him my whole life, just to be clear. But purple, okay, purple royalty. Is there a reason why you just love it? Because I can't explain why I love orange, but I love every shade.
It's one of those things. Yeah, I can't necessarily explain it, but it's just a cool looking color to me. It just looks dope.
I think I know the answer to this question already.
What's up?
If you could have any fictional character as your roommate, who would it be? I think you can say
It
Spider-Man.
probably would be Spider-Man.
I was
Man,
about to say Spider-Man for sure.
You see, if we talk about for
roommate.
if we're gonna be talking about for the funds though, maybe Bruce Wayne, T'Challa, Prince T'Challa. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Like,
think Bruce Wayne would be funner than Spider-Man?
probably not funner, but the nigga got more money.
That's true. That is true. That is so very true. But
But
I don't know. Spider-Man.
Spidey will be a cool roommate though. Yeah,
That one superhero I wouldn't need a superpower, but I would still be his sidekick. Like I work on the computers or something to help him. I don't know. I help some way, but
Yeah.
Spider-Man is such a dope character to me.
Mhm.
It's not my favorite Marvel character, but he's definitely in my top 5.
You're gonna have to tell me who later.
Huh?
You're gonna have to tell me who is.
My favorite?
Yeah.
My favorite Marvel character, hands down, any comic book or any series, is the Scarlet Witch. I've always
Scarlet
just loved
Witch.
her because she's so just like,
Very underrated character. Very underrated.
and they don't let her be as powerful as she is in the comic books. So she would just kill everything if she
You see, I
could.
thought they were gonna adapt when they did the WandaVision. I thought they were gonna like do something like more directly of
Even though I did
I
love the
did like
series.
that show though. I
Mhm.
like that show. But I thought they were gonna do something more directly of House of M. I thought they were gonna do something like
Everybody thought so because that
Yeah.
would have been a good segue to welcome in a bunch of mutants.
yeah,
and
you
things
see,
like
I
that.
thought they were gonna
So-
like do a reverse of it, like or
See,
something like
Marvel,
that.
y'all
Yeah.
missing the notes sometimes because we over here giving y'all good advice and y'all ain't even listening.
Just
Even though
saying.
the episode ain't out yet. Watch this episode, Kevin Feige.
Yes.
Excuse me. All right. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen a stranger do? Like whether it's just on the street or out somewhere when you're like hanging out, or because I've seen some strange things.
That's a good question.
Strange things, actually.
Ooh. this is I had to go way deep in my fucking cortexes to get this one. So yo, it used to be this when I was really young. There was like this taco truck like not too far from my house, like behind my house. And we
Hey, taco
walked
truck.
over there one day, and there was this old lady right there. It's not necessarily, I don't know if it's funny, but it was funny to me as a child. But it's kind of gross now as an adult. but yo, like we sitting there ordering our tacos at this taco truck, and we just look to the side, and she's pissing herself, standing there like just pissing, like stream of piss going down her leg. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. I thought it was hilarious as a child, but as an adult, I'm just like,
I'm not trying to sound childish, but if I saw that even now and I'm in my 30s, I ain't gonna say exactly, but I would still laugh. 'cause, I mean,
it's just,
I just laugh,
But
especially
the
when stuff is
most
awkward.
random thing is, yo, she's over here with her dog. Her little dog is yapping, and like she's.
Did she seem like she was
casual-
drunk or on, like high or
No,
anything?
she
Like,
just looked like a regular sweet old lady.
oh, you did say the word
Yeah.
old because sometimes when you get up there, you can't hold stuff ain't as strong as it used to, even your bladder. So maybe she just couldn't make it. So I don't want to
Yeah.
laugh at the old lady if she wasn't on no drugs. But if she was on drugs, I think that's fair game. I could laugh. Or is that not right?
I don't know. We gonna do it. We gonna do that.
I don't know because you chose to do the drugs, so you peel yourself. All right. So now that I'm done with all the quick fire questions, we're gonna jump into my favorite part of the show, which is what's in the bag.
What's in the bag?
Because I love just seeing what y'all got, you know, because I'm nosy.
We got a little.
Okay. What bag is that? Is that like a Nike bag?
Yeah, it's like a Jordan bag.
Jordan
this is
bag,
my
okay.
this is my bag going into my sophomore year of high school, and I just kept it forever.
Okay. I feel like, yep, just like me, when something is not broken, I hold on to it and I take good care of it.
Yeah.
Still got stuff since I was in high school, actually.
Yeah.
Clothes. They got to
Same.
fit it. But yes. All right, what you got for
Let's
us?
start going in here. So we got this guy right here.
Okay, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
My friend literally just told me to get into all the comic books and the movies and like shows and all
Yeah.
that. And he just had a whole rundown of Ninja Turtles. That's so
Yeah.
crazy. He's in tune.
So this is like the first memory that I actually have. Like, and
How
I
old
know.
is that toy, would you say? Or
So this isn't like the actual first one that I had, but like this is the action figure but this isn't the one that I had as a
okay,
kid.
gotcha. I was like, damn, you got it in a package that long?
That'd be crazy. but yeah, the first memory that I have, and I know like at this rate, it's like a distortion of a distortion of a distortion of a memory, like
Mhm.
infinite times. But yeah, the first memory that I have, it was like around my 3rd birthday, and my parents took me to the store, and I got this action figure, and I used to
Okay.
love that thing. I played with it so much, and I eventually
And that's
lost it.
Leonardo?
Yeah.
Yep.
I eventually lost it because that's what kids do. But yeah, and yeah, I'm just a super big Ninja Turtles fan. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles. Something about them, I don't know. It's dope franchise.
I mean, and I don't think nobody would disagree. They're dope as fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen not every single movie or cartoon or just show, but
You see,
definitely
I
seen
think-
enough.
I think everybody is like
The reason why I
I
love
haven't met
pizza
one
is because
person.
I was watching that and they loved fucking pizza, and
Yeah,
it always made me want to get
exactly.
pizza.
That's what made me such a fan of pizza.
It's
Pizza is my favorite food
crazy.
to this day because of Ninja
Well,
Turtles.
I work at Late Night Slice, so if you ever want a
What?
pizza, come see me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
pull up
saying,
on you.
I got you
The
for
one
real.
on 4th Street or the one
And
downtown
I'm
now?
happy you know the one actually. I'm in the food trailer because I've managed all of the locations before, but now I'm just helping out at the food trailer, the one outside of Oddfellows in the
Okay.
Short North. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're ever there, want to grab a drink or a pizza, I got you.
We're gonna have to kick it one day there.
We
For
could talk
sure.
about Ninja Turtles over a big ass pizza.
Man. Yeah,
For
we
real.
got that
But
guy.
yes, anytime, come through.
For sure. I appreciate the invite. Then we have this right here.
Uh, I knew he was gonna be a dope person. Like, can we
Yeah.
get that?
So
Like what? I don't even know which angle to put it at. Let me see.
there you
Can
go.
y'all see this? Oh, this camera just went out. Did it? Or but Wolverine. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Explain that because I just had
So
to show that.
this is another thing. Like, this isn't the actual first one I have. I do still have the first one that I have though, but it's
Hmm.
like ripped up and whatever. It's not in good shape at the moment because I remember one day I came home from school, 3rd or 4th grade, and my parents they were like, yeah, we went to the store, we got y'all some stuff, come to the room. So we went in the room. They got my brother an RC car or something like that. They got me this because they knew I was like, I've always been such a big superhero fan, but
Uh,
I've at that time
I knew I should have
specifically,
threw some Marvel questions in there.
you know, at that time specifically, I was like getting super into the X-Men and all that stuff. So that was my bag at that moment. And yeah, they got this for me, and yo, I just took it everywhere. I read it all the time. Like,
Wait, so you've read it already and just like keep it in the package to keep it like in good condition?
yeah, so this is like a copy. Like, this is a better condition one than the one I actually have at home. The one
So
I
you
have
have
at home
two?
is, yeah.
Oh, so you're
I
like
had to get another.
really
I had to get another one because I was like, yo, I want like one that's like in a good condition because the
right.
one I got is like fucked up. Like, I used to put that in, throw it in my book bag, let my friends read it. Like,
That's
had
I
it all
wonder
the
if a lot
time.
of collectors do that of comic books, like get one of their own personal so they can, keep it open as much as they want and keep
Yeah,
one for just like fine tune
I
the
have a lot like
collection.
that. I actually have a lot. I have a
Because
huge
that's
comic
smart if you
collection.
think about
Yeah.
it. Like have one so you can actually read it as much as you want to, but
Mhm.
keep one in perfect
Yeah,
condition.
yeah,
That's smart. I don't know why I've never thought about that.
yeah. Lately, I've been just reading. Like, if I buy a new comic book at this rate, I'll just like do it digitally or whatever. So
Hmm.
yeah, that.
Okay,
And
so
then
we
I,
got
like
the Ninja
if I like
Turtles
it
and we
enough, I'll
got
like.
the Wolverine
Go
comic
ahead.
book.
But
I love that.
then our next thing here is Terminator 2.
Okay, is that your favorite one?
Yeah,
Your favorite Terminator?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's my favorite film. It's between this and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I'm pretty sure this is my favorite film. Uh,
Oh, that would
yeah,
be hard for me to decide between those two because they were both really good movies.
really good film.
Damn.
But
And I
yeah,
love the Terminator, John
this
Connor.
is this is the movie that made me say, "Fuck yes, I want to make movies." So
Oh, so,
yeah,
damn, we're gonna have to get you back on again because
oh
like I didn't even
definitely,
tap into the whole movie
yeah,
aspect of your life. Like,
yeah, for
Jesus
sure.
Christ. I
Um,
used to want to be an actor so bad. So if you're trying to work on a script,
oh, of course, we'll do it
let
one
me
day.
know.
We'll do it one
Okay,
day.
Terminator.
Yeah, but Terminator 2. It's a great movie. If y'all haven't seen it yet, y'all need to watch this movie because it
And if
is.
you haven't seen it yet, what's going on? Because this movie's been out forever and it's great. And I would actually consider it to be a classic when it comes to
Oh,
the
for
action movie
sure.
genre.
It's if it's not perfect, it's because you're nitpicking. In my opinion, Like,
Which there's a lot of nitpicky moviegoers out there.
yeah,
Jesus.
but
I've been looking at some of the reviews for some of the movies that I find to be amazing and they be tearing it apart.
bro,
I'll be
like,
like, Jesus Christ.
yeah,
For everybody out there who's saying Sinners is overrated, you're just a hater.
bro.
No disrespect, love you, but I feel like you're a hater.
Sinners is one of the best films. It's Ryan Coogler's best film to date.
I
And
can.
before, I would have always told you that it was Fruitvale Station because I love that movie too. It's one of my favorite
I
films.
haven't seen that.
Oh my, it's incredible. It's a great film. I love it.
So now I can't say that this is the best one because I don't know. I might like that one more, but
Fruitvale Station is a really
yeah.
good film, but I think Sinners is a better film. Sinners is an incredible film. That's one of the best films, probably the best film I've seen since
And you seem to be
2022.
on point so far, so I'm gonna take your word for it. All right. Anything else for us in the bag?
Yes, we got two things. We have Enter the 36 Chambers. We were just talking about
You are for
Wu-Tang
real
earlier.
Wu-Tang fan. I love
Yes,
how you ain't just
love.
saying stuff. You for real about it.
So this album, classic hip hop album. It's also the future of hip hop, though.
My
And
dad is actually gonna watch this and love that
yeah,
because he loved Wu-Tang.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wu-Tang is where it's at. But yeah, this album right here is the future or inspiring the future of hip hop. Right before y'all eyes, y'all gonna see some dope
I'm
stuff
gonna have
coming
to
out from
refresh and jump
me and
back
the
into Wu-Tang
team.
because it's been a minute for sure.
It's yes, yeah,
Into the Wu-Tang. That is so dope.
incredible album,
I'm
dog.
surprised
Like
that's not in plastic because I feel like you keep everything pristine and just like,
you see, the only I would have kept it in plastic, but the day I got this, right, I was at my homie Dave's house,
mhm.
or his apartment, and he
Shout out Dave.
yeah, shout out Dave. He's actually going to New York with me too. So yeah,
Okay,
big
hell
shout out to
yeah, for
Dave.
sure.
But we went into the trash room. He was like, "Yo, I seen this earlier in the trash room. You might want it." And it was like a vinyl player. And I was like, "Yo, what?" And
Like
then
an
like,
actual vinyl player?
yeah, like, and it was
Okay.
like an old
I
school one
wonder who would
too.
throw
Like
that
it was
away,
like
but
wooden. It looked so crisp. It was broken. The needle was broken. So I
mm,
didn't notice it until I actually opened this up. But I was like, "Yo, I want to play it." So yeah,
that
that's
is
the reason
so
why I
dope.
opened it. But yeah,
Okay, into the Wu-Tang Clan.
yeah, yes, sir.
For real a fan.
And then last thing we got in the bag is this came from my homie Gavin. Oops, touched the mic. But this came from my homie Gavin on my 22nd birthday. Um, he gave this to me.
What's that exactly?
It's a beat pad. So
Okay.
yeah, you just like hook this up in open FL
I,
Studio or Ableton Pro, whatever you use. And
so that's just like basically a studio on the go or
yeah, kind of like yo. So like if I you can either like play drum patterns on here, or you can like make
it
soul
looks like I
chops and
seen that
whatever.
at Hustle and Flow
Definitely
when he
seen.
was
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
when
yeah,
he was
yeah.
doing
And doing the whoop
I'm
that
like, why does
trick.
that look so familiar? Yes. See, I could be a music producer. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
kidding, but love Hustle and Flow, by the way. But I knew that
yeah,
looked so familiar when he kept
um,
hitting that, I don't even know
yeah,
what to call it, buttons or yeah,
yeah,
the pad. I don't know. But
but yeah, he gave this to me, my homie Gavin. He gave it to me when I turned 22 because I was telling him like, yo, I want to get into producing, and he was like, bet. And so like he was like, I got something for you in the car. So he was like, come down. You stay in Bexley. I was on the top floor at Bexley House Apartments at that time.
hmm
And
okay,
yeah, so I
Bexley.
came down to his car and he pulled this out of his trunk. He was like, "This yours, man." And I was like, "Bro,
What?
thank you, bro." Like, I couldn't thank him enough for that. So Gavin, if you're watching, shout out to you too.
Shout out to Gavin. I was gonna say, are y'all still like in touch or do y'all
Oh
still
yeah,
keep in
yeah,
touch?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, hell
yeah,
yeah. That
yeah,
is so
yeah,
dope.
yeah. He's one of my closest friends.
Talk
Yeah.
about somebody who support the craft.
Mhm.
That's like, that's real dope.
But yeah,
I can't even get my friends to buy me no cooking pans, no spatulas, nothing.
man,
I'm kidding. I know they would if I asked them
I
to, but
got you. I got you.
I'm so like independent, but whatever.
I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna.
What?
I promise I will.
I would say make
I
sure
got
it say Mr. Sean D'Lo
you.
engraved on it. So I could be like, y'all, look what I got
No,
exclusive.
I
You can't
promise
get
you.
this spatula nowhere.
I promise you. Y'all can check back in a few weeks for an update. He's gonna have some.
What?
He's gonna have some mixing bowls and all that shit
Don't play, because I will be like,
from
y'all,
me.
I will be on social media in a heartbeat, like, look what I just got. Like, just because I like to share stuff with the world. Like, that's like
Yeah.
crazy. You don't have to, but I ain't never turning down no gifts. All right,
Yeah.
well, damn, the time be flying. I'll be
It
trying to keep up
does.
with the time, but I always go a few minutes over. But I just want to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
I know
having
we
me,
just met,
man.
but the energy has been so good and just like genuine, definitely a
Yeah.
genuine guy. So definitely make you sure y'all support. Let
Mm.
the people know where they can find you to support you
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
platforms.
Y'all can catch me on Instagram at official_Sean_Dlo. That's SEAN_DLO. Y'all can catch me on YouTube, Sean Dlo. Twitter,
We're definitely about to do a
Sean
dive
Dlo
into YouTube.
24.
Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. Twitter, my bad.
Twitter, Sean Dlo 24. I'm on TikTok, Sean Dlo, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, I'm there, Sean Dlo.
Dang, he all over. Well, I just want to say thank you again so much for coming and
Thank
safe
you.
travels to New York and good luck. I know
Thank
you're
you.
going to
Thank you.
kill it,
Thank you.
whatever you're going down there to do. And for you guys, again, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. This has been such a great episode from the vibe to the energy to the response to the questions I gave. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the page again and help me try and reach that goal. And don't forget to support my boy Sean D'Lo
Yes, sir.
from one D'Lo to another, sending out love. And thank you guys again. And that's it. Until next time.
Deuce.
Peace, y'all.